Welcome back. Now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to convert the data that I'm going to get into an array. And to do that, I'm going to create a function here, function. And this function is going to I'm going to call it convert into array. And this function, first of all, it's going to call the init. I'm going to here say init, initiate API. And then this initiate API obviously returns, as you have seen, it returns the result. So I'm going to say here, I'm going to say result is equal to initiate API, because this function, the initiate API, which is this function, returns the result. So this result is now stored here. Now we can convert this result into an array in order to be able to work with this with it easily, and we don't have any problems later. So to convert it into an array, we need to use a function called JSON decode. So I'm going to here say JSON decode, and this JSON decode takes two parameters. The first parameter is the result, and the second parameter is true or false, which is a Boolean variable that determines whether the result will be associative or not. So you can say true or false, but we need to say true. It's important to say true, because if you say true, it's going to be, trust me, it's going to be very simple to work with it later, and you will see that later. And I'm going to store the result, the complete result. I'm going to store it in a variable called here response array, or array, whatever you want to name it. Let's say response array. So the response array is going to be equal to JSON decode result true, result and true. And finally, we need to return. We need to say return. So what we want to return is that we want to return the response array. So whenever you call this function is going to convert the response array into the array. That's it. It's just gonna make the call, and then it is going to get the call and store it in the result, and then it's going to convert it into response array and return it to the caller.